No gold is not enough.
Hello friends, welcome to my channel Cricket Tech. I just like to thanks to all my viewers, subscribers who subscribe me and view my videos, which I previously shared on API testing and on Karate framework. If you are new to my channel, please do share, like, and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to press notification bell. You will get updates on software testing, tools, technologies, and certifications when I am uploading a new video on my channel. So friends, today I'm going to talk about the software testing approach, which changed the software testing world in last 5 years, basically. The approach is quite old, but it's accepted 4 or 5 years back, highly in the market, is highly trending in the market. So let's talk about the approach. So today we are going to talk about behavior-driven development. This development process changed the software testing world. It's a turnaround software testing world. So today we are going to talk about what is the BDD, how it's changed the world, what its their features and everything. So this is our agenda for today. Today we are going to talk about what's BDD, how it's come to the market. Then we will talk about the process, how BDD works. Then we will talk about how to edit test case in manual and in automation. Then we will talk about its advantages. Afterwards, we will compare it with the traditional approach. Then we will talk about what kind of frameworks and tools available in the market for automation which supports the BDD. So first we are going to talk about its introduction. So let's start with the introduction of BDD. BDD is an agile software development practice which is introduced by Dan North in 2006. So basically BDD is encouraging the collaboration. So the collaboration between product owners, developers and testers, which helps business to create requirements in a proper way that can be understood easily to developer and tester, and both will be on the same page. As the it is an extension of TDD, but basically BDD is written in a simple English understandable language. So all the stakeholders, non-tech person also, and the developers and the tester will be on the same page to understand what is the requirement. Uh, BDD is mainly focusing on the behavior of a system. How does a system behave and how it should behave on a particular scenario. So behavior driven is all about that. So this is the process of a BDD, how BDD works. So the product owner have a conversation with the clients or the business that what kind of features and what product they want. Later on, the product owner elaborate it among with the tester and developers at the same time. They mention in a defined requirement, the requirements in defined structured ways in given when then. So this is a proper structure. We will talk about this in my upcoming slides. So this structure is very easy to understand to any person, even a person is non-technical or he's from business perspective, and if he is a developer or a tester, they will get same sense of understanding from these structured scenarios. So whenever the scenarios has been elaborated by the product owner, those scenarios help developers to develop the product as well as the testers also based on those scenarios. They write their test cases and they test basis on those scenarios. So here's the example how we can write a test case in BDD when we are going to test a product manually. So this is the simple example of writing a scenario for login into a web portal. So I just written over here in the given when then format. Here the scenario is login successful to web portal. So given when user is going to log in a page. So this is a precondition that you should that a user is at the login page. When user enters username and password and user click on submit button. So this is an action which performed by the user. Then user navigates successfully to main menu page. So this is the result, the end result for your actions which you have performed. So this is a very simple scenario which I have mentioned over here. How we can test a login gain page for its successful scenario. Whenever how a user will be whenever a user successfully log into a web portal, then where he should be navigated. So how a system should behave when a user enter its username and a password and then he click on submit button, then user should navigate to a menu page. So this is how a system should behave. So this is a simple example of BDD whenever a manual tester write a test case. So it give a very clear and very clear understanding to business also that what scenario is test is going to test, and also to the developer also that what kind of scenarios testers are going to test for the product which he is developing. So here an example of automation testing. So why I should bring both manual and automation testing test case separately and quite early, because here you can see that the same scenario I'm going to write in automation testing. So you can see that both the slides have the same content. They have very minimum changes. So this is the beauty of BDD, that there are many frameworks available in the market like Cucumber and Fitness A and JBehave, who use the same pattern of the BDD, which is written. We are returning in the manual part. So they are using the Gherkin language, so simple English they can they consume, and they record a minimum changes for their couple of keywords like this username and the password which we have mentioned over here. As you can see that for the example tables, we are going to put our test data over here, and that is consumed here for the keywords which we have mentioned over here. So with the minimum changes in the test cases, and automation tester can use the manual testers. Sometimes the scenarios like that, they don't have to make any changes in the test in the test case, and they can directly consume it. So this is the beauty of the BDD, that the test cases which are written in manual, they can directly consume in the automation, as they are based on the BDD format, because all the keywords is given when and then are mentioned in the frameworks of which supports the BDD. So this saves our quite lots of pain and efforts which our automation tester face when they get the test cases from the manual test cases. So today we are again we are going to talk about the advantages. There are lots and lots of advantages for of BDD in software testing, but we are going to talk about a couple of the advantages over here. First, it's reduced the rework, because you know that whenever the product owner elaborate the requirements to developer and tester, they will be on the same page as all the scenarios are written in the given when then formats, which is quite easy to understand. So whenever they share the understanding on uh, at very point of time when the product owners give them the understanding, if both are on the same page, then the reworks got reduced, and which is save a lot and lots of time and cost for the product. Faster feedback, as you know, in the agile world, the product is developed into the iterative manner, so they are getting the potential shippable product early in the stages. So whenever they use the BDD, they got the faster feedback from the tester and the developers, because they both share the proper understanding, the same understanding on the product, so they can raise they can raise their questions early to the business. Effectiveness, as it's helped uh, tester and developer to understand the product very well, and they can point out the unnecessary features which can create a bar on the effectiveness of the product, so they can raise their questions, their queries up to the business, and they can highlight them in very early stage, and which helps to create an effective product. Lower cost, as we discussed earlier, that testers and developers both are involved in a collaborative manner in very early stage, so they can identify the issues very early stage, which lowers the cost. Also, the code quality is also improved when we use the BDD, because the design is quite loosely coupled and highly cohesive structures, which avoids the technical debt. So today, this is the another I'm going to show you the traditional and PDD approach comparison. So here you can see that what happened in previous traditional approach in V model or in waterfall model. The business owners, the business give requirements to the product owners, they understand it and they pass it on to the developers, and they develop it, and later on the developer pass those requirements, those understandings to the testers. So what happens sometimes when what business and product owners understand and what they communicated to the developer are not directly communicated to the tester, and they have a very different understanding on a product, because it's coming through a chain. What a developer understand from a requirement might be quite different when the tester understood elaborated by a developer to the tester. So even if they identify the issues or bugs, then it will be a very costly, because by this time the product is almost finished. So this is our traditional approach. But now what happened in BDD, the business owners shares their requirements with the product owners. Product owners share in a collaborative way with the tester and developer, and they both discussing each other, and they are highlighting their uh, issues, their queries to the product. And as the product is developing on iterative basis, so it's they identify issues as early as possible, and the final finished product have a highly effective and efficiency. So, uh, this is the last but not the least. There are so many frameworks and tools available in the market for BDD, which helps in automation uh, of test cases. As you know that if in manual, if we write the test cases in given when then, the same test cases can be consumed by the automation framework. So which helps for an automation tester to reduce his efforts, because he used the direct test cases which is written by a manual tester. So these are the tools available in the market: Karate, JBehave, HipTest, FitnessA, Cucumber, and there are many other more tools available in the market which is very very helpful for an automation tester that can use all the test cases which are written in manual for the BDD and directly use in their automation framework. So that's the beauty of BDD, all about these automation frameworks. So thank you for your time and support. Please share your comments in your in comment box, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.